Tom Brady gets the ball back. Deep ball, pass interference to Mike Evans. How you doing? Keep him moving. 3 and out on the other side. They end up fucking scoring again. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the final 4 minutes of this game, took this thing over. A lot of people might not have been able to stay awake all night. No. That's a long Monday. It's a work night. What you missed was greatness from Tom Brady to wrap this thing up. Here's the moment that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers faithful, whenever they're down 6 with 2:40 left, and Tom Brady gets the rock back, they know what's in store. Not only is Julio Jones going to make a catch, a big one, 2 that were missed early would have been big ones as well. Is Julio Jones still on the team? Yes, he is. When they need it, they got it. Then a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. A lot of people had anytime touchdown scored, touchdown passes to Chris Godwin. Here we go. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Holding.
Oh, no.
Offense. Donovan Smith, who I believe has the most holds in the NFL since what year?
2015.
2015.
There it is.
Every once in a while get beat. He knows in this moment can't give up a sack, so he does a hold, which is something he does on a regular basis, which calls back a touchdown to Chris Godwin, who might have been a massive part of a lot of anytime touchdown scores because he is an absolute dog. He gets the ball back, ends up moving the ball down the field a little bit. 8 seconds left. What are you going to do, Tom Brady? 3rd and goal. 16-10. 4th quarter. Check down. Cousin we didn't even know existed. Rashawn White or whatever. He scores a touchdown. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers hit the extra point, and they win on Monday Night Football in exhilarating fashion when really a game for 56 minutes was wildly boring.
Oh, yeah.
Fun night on the Manning cast. Saw Randy Moss chit-chatting with old Peyton and Eli. A lot of stories were being told, not only about how Randy performed and played against the Giants and against the Indianapolis Colts, and Randy was asking questions. Randy was doing a little interview on a Peyton and Eli, which I think is always a good move by the guests that come on the Manning cast. Like, the reason why the Manning cast works is because Peyton fucking Manning is on the television. Now, helps that Eli Manning's also on there. Love Eli. 2 Super Bowls. Fucking guy. I understand that. But the reason why everybody even tuned in to begin with is because Peyton's on there. You also get an additive of another fucking Hall of Fame quarterback on there he's related to and have good banter with, but it's Peyton fucking Manning. So when our guests would come on and ask questions to Peyton, I think it's a good thing. Randy Moss did a lot of that. Heard a lot of stories from Randy. Look, that's my favorite player growing up. So I enjoyed listening to him chit-chat with the Mannings. I enjoyed the game until it got too boring. I passed out. I wake up after the game has already ended. I'm seeing interviews on the field afterwards. Then I see the press conference that Tom Brady did. Goes, just how he fucking drew it up or whatever. It's unbelievable that they're able to win that way. Not great football, okay? Not great football by anybody. We didn't watch last night and think to ourselves, these teams are going to win the Super Bowl because of the teams that we've seen play. Now, obviously, we're judging them against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're judging them against the Cowboys on the NFC side. And then if you talk about the AFC side, you know, Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, let alone what the Cincinnati Bengals were just able to do to the Chiefs. And then you think down to Miami, a team that just lost to the Niners, also in the NFC, what they could do. None of us watched last night and thought, this is a Tom Brady team that could go win the Super Bowl. This is normally a time, though, when Tom Brady's Super Bowl winning team is kind of getting going. So, should we be alarmed? I think so. Are they going to win the NFC South? Probably. And once you get Tom Brady in the playoff, maybe he's able to do it, but I don't think that's what we saw last night. Nonetheless, congrats to the Buccaneers on a big time.
Good win, bud.
The Talks Tables here at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. Connor, you think Tom's done? What do you think? What do you think's going on down in Tampa? I think Tom made the plays whenever he had to. He was Tom Brady. He got a chance to feel that feeling again, you know, which I think he'll be chasing for the rest of his life whenever he retires, because there was a great piece that happened last night. Steve Young, John Elway, Troy Aikman, Peyton Manning. They showed clips of all their retirement press conferences, and they got some quotes from them since retirement about how hard it is to give up the game. And they were talking about how Tom Brady stared down retirement for 40 days and couldn't take it anymore, goes back into the league. You have to think about these quarterbacks in football itself, and I learned this whenever I got dropped and baptized into the football culture. I did not grow up in the football world. So it was interesting to kind of relearn it all, or learn it all, as somebody that had like already thoughts and opinions on everything. The quarterback, the way quarterbacks are treated in the football world, and I assume this is since Little League all the way through, whoever's the quarterback, you get treated with preferential treatment. You're the fucking quarterback. You're the most important position. So if you're getting treated with preferential treatment in your sport since you're a kid, and all the way through, like, hey, this is we go as this person goes. Thank you so much. Even as teenagers, you got like coaches and other players being like, thank you, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. So then you go on to become one of the greats of all time in that pantheon of greatest quarterbacks of all time. So not only are you getting kind of fluffed and catered to your entire life, but also you're better than everybody else. So think about the amount of catering that you're getting done to them. So I don't think it's not just on the field, the competition level. It's like the way quarterbacks are viewed by their teammates, by their peers, by everybody in their world. I think it's probably a little bit difficult to walk away from that particular feeling as well for people. So you combine that with being great at something and loving that thing, because how could you not love it if you're great at it and you're treated incredible in the middle of it? So then you have to walk away from it. And they were talking about Tom Brady. It made me think about Aaron. Like Aaron, everybody just says that Aaron's going to be able to retire. I think we've even got caught up in it. Like, oh, Aaron's just he's going to go host Jeopardy.
Yeah, walk off
away.
in.
He's going to be able to do it. It's like, I don't think that's the case. And I think that was what they were trying to make the point of last night about Tom. Everybody's talking about Tom experiencing what life was like without football, taking his kids to school. A lot of those jokes are made and everything like that. It's like, I don't think it's going to be easy for anybody that is in that position to ever walk away. And it kind of got cemented home last night. What did you see from Tom Brady, and what do you think the future looks like?
I mean, it feels like he still has it. It's not like he's missing balls, short, even though there are some where maybe Julio deep ball overthrows him and everything. Him signing that one-year deal last year makes me think maybe some other teams that he has a thought of going to play for, maybe he'll check out the free agency market again, because he's only done it once before when he first came to Tampa. But also when you look at the contracts that a lot of those free agents in Tampa signed, Godwin signed a 3-year deal, Jensen signed a 3-year deal, Lenny signed a 3-year deal. Like, I don't know if his time in Tampa is up. I think no way, no chance in hell he retires, just because of everything that you just said and because of the quality of football that, the Bucs have played this year as a whole. I don't know if Tom is the type of guy that, has his worst season, at least in the last 10 years, and then says, yeah, I'm okay with ending it on that note. I assume he probably wants to be a little more competitive, a little more of a contender, and go to the Super Bowl, go to the NFC Championship or the AFC if he comes back. Who knows if he does that? But no, they're just not a typical Tom Brady team. I mean, 6-6 week 12. This is where you think that they're,
and they start showing signs of we figured it out. They already had their bye week where they could have scripted everything and changed everything, which we have seen them do in Tampa Bay and go on and win a Super Bowl. It's interesting because all the personal stuff that's been happening, and there's no reason to dive into that, but it is a real thing that did happen, so we have to acknowledge it. And he's been 3-1 since the divorce.
Yes.
By the way. So in my eyes, he has a lot more free time almost, right? He's going to have a little bit more free time. Yeah. I think that makes him stay in football longer.
Absolutely.
So unless he goes on a bender, what if at the end of the year, he's just like, all right, I don't have the kids for the next month because they're going to Costa Rica or Brazil or whatever the case is. Yeah, I don't want to play football anymore. And just goes on a fucking festival run where he's just private planing around places, having the time of his life. And that's how Tom Brady ends. That's how he's like, and I'm retiring. He's at let's say he's at Ibiza. He'll be at Ibiza. And
with Jules and Gronk.
Somebody will be like, and I'm fucking retiring. Yeah, I'm done. I'm doing this every day for the rest of my life. What if Tom Brady just becomes fucking Leonardo DiCaprio for the rest of his life and just retires out of nowhere? All of that is on the table.
Yes.
None of us have a clue what's going to take place. Obviously, there's $375 million waiting on Tom Brady at Fox, allegedly, if you listen to the earnings call and everything like that happened with Fox. But for me, he's not underthrown anybody at this age. He's overthrown people. Yeah. I'm thinking he's going to want to go to a contender and fucking make 1 last, 2 last, maybe 3 last runs at this thing so he can let everybody know still got it. Can act like he's going out on his own terms as well because he's not going to want to get forced out, I think. This is all just from judging and watching from afar. Do not know him personally, but there's another conversation to be had. It's going to happen today. Like Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Everybody's like, he did that salute. Very firm. Stiff.
Very firm.
Stiff salute.
Oh, yeah.
Very
up there.
Yeah.
Very
strong.
Yeah.
Very strong salute. A lot of people are saying a lot of things about that salute on the internet, but the internet's going to do that. Like it's been talked about him, and he said, you never know when your last one's going to be when you're playing the Chicago Bears. And it's like he said this a couple times, and everybody says he's alluded to retiring and everything like that. At that quarterback position, I think it's going to be tough, especially for those uber competitive humans.